So, Gunter, what did you think of that episode? Gunter, you can't fly! I'm sorry, I think after seeing that last dialogue at the end, it drove me a little batty.
Again, a senile old person. Would you want the tart toter at your house ever?
Yeah! If he kept talking like that at the end, I'd be like, holy smokes, who is this guy? Bring me into your world!
You would film him and put him online, wouldn't you?
How do you know this whole entire Adventure Time thing is not just a part of, like, his mental breakdown? You know, everyone's like, oh, it's Finn's mental breakdown. I think it's that weird cookie guy's. Like, that's all he's seeing. Like, you see him floating backwards, and it's like, oh, he's just crazy in his own world. Maybe it's a world within a world, like Inception. Adventureception. This is the other Tarts, and this is about Finn has to take all these Tarts to this castle for the, was it the back rubbing ceremony,
Yes.
something like that. It's the greatest tasting tarts in the world, and don't do that. And he has to get them there, and apparently Princess Bubblegum's head is on the line. They're going to decapitate her, and she says it so cheerfully. And Finn thinks up this brilliant plan, apparently, to go through, like, the most dangerous route that he can, because... What was the logic again? Like, the thieves wouldn't think it'd be going that route?
They would follow the actual tart-toting path, and they wouldn't be waiting in these bad areas for the tarts, because that's where they don't go. No sane person would go there.
So they have Cinnamon Bun go as a decoy, and... It's just weird thing he's a recurring character. I just realized that. Bye-bye, bye-bye! That was really funny that he was still saying bye while running out.
Remember, he's half-baked.
Yes, that is true. That's a good joke, too. I remember that. That was a good joke. And, so he's going there, and Finn keeps making the dumbest choices by going to the most dangerous areas, thinking they won't be inhabited by dangerous people. And he gets there, and he doesn't have the tarts, but Cinnamon Bun got it there in time, and Bubblegum says, oh, I wasn't going to have my head cut off, I just didn't want you eating any of the tarts, which is, like, really messed up. And then this gingerbread cookie guy comes in who used to carry the tarts, but he went nuts.
And old,
and has sort of this strange, almost Shakespearean sonnet to himself.
About high-fiving you.
Yeah, ending about high-fiving you tomorrow, which was yesterday. Something like that. Very bizarre.
Well, you forgot about the bubble. What are these bubbling chemicals? Oh, those are paralyzing chemicals that'll paralyze you forever.
And I love how they were actually switched. I love how the paralyzing tarts were like, so all the thieves and people got the paralyzing one. That image of that butterfly just totally paralyzed flying through the sky, I thought was great. And the voice of that butterfly was great too. It's only like a little bit, but just love the way it talks. Just gonna go over here and I can't do it, but and yeah, the only thing I found, I was about to say the only thing I found strange, but wouldn't even be remotely true, because there's a lot of weird ass strange stuff in this one. But the only one I found out of character, perhaps, is that Finn would screw up as much as he does. Like, he really screws up in this one, like, over and over. It seems more like something that, like, I don't know, like the Ice King would make these sort of mess-ups or something.
Or Jake would?
Yeah, even Jake, yeah, because it's like Finn usually is kind of on top of this stuff, and this is more, you know, it's like you got Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, like this, it's like if Bugs Bunny was doing this, it's sort of like, well, that seems kind of out of character, like Daffy would do that. So it's, I mean, it's not entirely bad, because it's like you sometimes want to see a character do, you know, get something wrong, you know, or do something they wouldn't normally do, you know, add a little bit more depth to them, but at the same time, it's like, it just seems so out of character for him. But not like, I mean, not something that's like, hey, that destroyed the character or anything like that, but it was strange. It was a little odd.
Well, I think it's been kind of almost a slow build-up to it, because every once in a while you have Finn making a mistake or doing something wrong, and he always has these crazy, bizarre plans that somehow just kind of seem to work. And this is one of those crazy, bizarre plans that just fail all the way around.
Yeah, and if anything, it's like, yeah, he did give Cinnamon Bun the, you know, the tarts to go there, but aside from that, like, nothing he did furthered anything to go right. It's like everything just failed, and it's just by blind luck that it turned out happily.
Yeah. I liked that personally. I thought it in a sense did add depth to the character, and it was like, no, he's not a perfect character. He screws up just as bad as everyone, and I like that.
Yeah, and he was getting a little on his high horse too. Like, this plan is just so brilliant, and so I guess maybe that's part of it. Is just like he's so proud of his plan that he's starting to like go to his head. I guess just getting too much pride, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, and I actually did see that. As someone showed me a clip of that gingerbread man talking at the end. It was like, "Hey, just watch this," and I just went, okay, and I saw it out of context, and I thought maybe when I see it with the episode, it'll make more sense. It did not. It made actually less sense. So,
and I know who showed it to you too. Jim.
He did.
Yeah.
not J-Roz, Jim Shrokin, showed it a long time ago, and he's just like, yeah, this doesn't connect with anything. Just watch it, and I was like, okay, so that's the kind of show Adventure Time is. All right. And it's like. It kind of is, but there is a story, but then they'll just throw in weird strangeness like that.
With Lumpy Space Princess floating in the air and grabbing the donut as it flies away. That was one of my favorites.
So yeah, I mean, a good episode. Like, if Finn screwing up was a little strange, like, and just how constantly he was screwing up, but I mean, like I said, I don't think it destroys the character. Like, oh my god, that was awful. It just seemed a little odd to me.
One other thing I liked is when Princess Bubblegum calls him on the communicator, and he's like, "Oh no, the clouds!" Shoves it under his hat. And he's like, and then you hear him going.
I also like when he gets the second message. Yeah, just throw it. Finn, are you there? So yeah, I mean I don't have too much else for it. What do you got?
No, I mean, you pretty much got it. It's a bizarre one with Finn learning that he's not awesome all the time. And I like Jake with his little umbrella.
Yeah, I like that too. I like how they never question how, like, were you just sniffing my butt?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Were you just licking my arm? No. Okay. It's the third time they finally think maybe they should light a match.
Well, actually, if you notice, he goes, "Jake, were you just sniffing my butt? Now? Yeah. No." Like he's done it before.
Yeah, like he did it while they're in there.
That was very, very bizarre. Did you just lick my whole arm? No.
See, you know what? That joke would be a little funnier if he said "now."
Yeah.
Like maybe he did later. But again, that's more of a Jakeism. So I just invented the term Jakeism. You're welcome, Internet. Now watch, like some jerk's gonna be like, I invented it on the forums, let me show you. This is a screen copy of when I went on the message board. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you own it. Copyright. So people get offended very easily.
You're angry.
Maybe I get offended very easily.
Angrily?
I'm so upset I can't even form words correctly right, yes.
But you have tree trunks back.
I do.
So that should bring you back. Calm you down.
I do.
Go to your happy place.
I'm in my happy place.
You're pretty.
Now.
It's okay.